Hello guys, this is the tutorial for the Cryonis to Magnesis bullet time bounce. First I'm going to do it fast, and then after I do it fast, I'm going to go slower and explain everything I do. Yeah, that was the BTB. What I first did was climb the wall, and after I climb the wall, I look for a V, a particular V, and it's really obvious once you see the Q a lot. Link's right foot has to be basically above that V, so I'm gonna show you guys right now. There's this V right here. Also, Link's left foot has to be below Link's right foot while doing this. If they're not, then the setup will not work. Then you want to do something like this. Climb up by pressing X. And you want to aim on that right here. Middle dot, barely touching the black line. Let's turn off gyro so you guys can see. So something like this. It can be a tiny bit lower, but this should be fine. Then after I do that, I shield, or I slash. And make sure you do not move the controller while doing this, because that changes Link's angle if you're using gyro. You want to cancel the animation by pressing B twice, like I did there. Now you want to shield bash 5 times. After the first shield bash, you want to wait a little bit before continuing, because you do not want to be too fast while doing this. If you are too fast, the Bokoblins will see you, the whole setup will fail. After you do that, you slash again. Then jump attack. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see my Q like this. Now we're gonna get into when I time the slow motion and also why gyro is important for this setup. You're not able to see it. I have to load this file again so you guys can see the Q I use. So same thing but faster. The Q I use, I just passed it up. I use Link's shadow that's on the wall. And once Link's shadow passes this point right here, like at the bottom of this point here, that's when I put the game into slow motion. You also have to make sure the camera is decently to the right for this. Alright. I'm pause buffering because I usually don't pause there, and I'm not sure if I can get this properly without pause buffering right now. But you can if you need to. Actually, I had the Bokoblin to the left of him. That's a bad BTB. That shouldn't happen though. That happened because mostly because how Link was positioned in the air. Basically, how I moved to the left and right. But that's also what we use to make sure we get this BTB. So I'm gonna do it faster. Oh yeah, also, make sure to watch this in slow motion on YouTube. There's an option on YouTube that allows you to look at it in slow motion. So I'm gonna be silent while I do this. If you noticed, I suddenly turned to the left. And that's because my timing was actually a little bit slow. Once you've done the BTB a lot, you're able to tell if whether your timing is a little bit slow, a little bit. What I mean by slow is late, and then you're able to tell if you're doing it a little bit early. Turning to the left basically increases Link's height because of how he is and how the shield is in the air. Basically, you're basically able to hit the Bokoblin faster if you turn to the left really quickly. If you don't turn to the left, of course you won't be able to hit the Bokoblin as fast. But it's the opposite when you turn to the right. You lose height when you turn to the right. So if you feel like you did a BTB, a bullet time bounce, uh, too early, you can slightly adjust Link to look slightly more to the right, and you might be able to save it. If you're too late, you can quickly turn to the left and gain more height. That's why gyro is really, really useful for this setup. And although, oh, yeah, that's basically a backup, essentially a backup. And although this setup has a backup, I still consider this the hardest BTB to do in the run because of the distance you have to travel and how precise your angle and height needs to be. So I'm gonna do it again without saying anything. Be sure to watch this in slow motion. Again, there I was really late, so I turned to the left. If you're early, you just turn to the right. Oh yeah, one thing I forgot to mention. Sometimes the shrine is unloaded. That depends on many factors, but I'll get into that on another video. Generally though, the shrine unloads. The shrine basically unloads not when you're too fast. It actually sort of depends on the height as well. You can have a really slow blood time bounce, but still get this unloaded. But yeah, I'll cover that in another video. I hope the explanations helped, and thanks for watching, guys.